Okay, here's a table filled in with your data set 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 7, 8, 8, 10. In order to calculate the standard deviation, you first have to calculate the mean of the data set, which means you have to add up the numbers in the x1 column and then divide the number of the x1 column, of which there's 9. So I just calculated it here using a function on Desmos, find the mean of x of 1, and it turns out it's 6. The second column over here, or the third in your case, is the difference between each element of the data set and the mean, which we've calculated to be 6. So x of 1 minus 6, you can see subtracting 6 from each of these numbers in the x of 1 column gives us the distance that each data element is from the mean. To make sure that those numbers are positive, we square them. So x of 1 minus 6, the quantity squared, gives us the set of numbers right here. To calculate the standard deviation, you need to add up this column, divide by the number of numbers, which is 9. And here, by the way, is the total right here, 44. I totaled up x of 1 minus 6, the quantity squared, and got 44. If you divide that by 9, you've got a number that looks like this, 44 divided by 9. And that's called the variance. If you then take the square root of that, you've got the standard deviation. Okay, now if I share my screen, go to Desmos. There are some functions on Desmos that allow you to do standard deviation of a data set. For example, here's the standard deviation of x of 1. Without the p, it stands for the standard deviation of a sample. I have a feeling that your problem was intended to find this, to treat your data set as an entire population. So the standard deviation of the entire population is 2.244, or 2.411, I should say. And here's that variance. The total right here divided by the length of x of 1 is 4.888. Take the square root of that. The square root of variance of 2, 2.211. So here we did it using a function on Desmos. Here we did it by brute force, or we calculated the standard deviation by actually totaling the numbers in that third column, dividing by the number of numbers, then taking the square root. Okay, hope that helped, and hope you have some idea of what standard deviation represents. I'm not going to talk about that in this video. So there you go. Hope that helped.